Hello and welcome to another Warcraft 3 audio commentary, shoutcasting, game matchup, whatever. This is going to be the ZOTAC number 263 finals. Indeed, the finals are going to be between Inquisitive HawK, spawning as the light blue human up here on the, for crying out loud, the clock positions. This is Turtle Rock, which means I have to figure out the clock positions once again. I say this is 12 o'clock right there. So we'll say this is HawK at the 11 o'clock position, spawning against Fly, the purple orc, down here at the 5 o'clock position, we'll say. So 11 o'clock versus 5 o'clock is what we're going to go with. The purple orc, Fly. So yeah, that was a terrible introduction. But this is Turtle Rock, and they're always bad. I need to. Someone was like, I don't know. But I'm gonna print out a clock face one of these days and just plop it right up here, right beside my monitor, so I can just be like, just look at it and then look at the Turtle Rock thing, and that'll help maybe. Maybe I'll eventually even memorize it. I don't know. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know why I have so much issues with that, but I do. But anyway, so to the game. I'm going to see Fly actually going with a Farseer first, which is quite very, of course, interesting choice. We have seen Fly doing the Farseer multiple times, and HawK this time around going ahead and running towards this base, going with that Scout Peasant. Can go ahead and find it and take it out. Maybe lose this Peasant by way of Grunt and Farseer Wolves. Perhaps will he get the experience for it? He's going to maybe try to, and yes, he will get the 25 experience. And we're going to see over here for HawK actually going ahead and creeping out this ogre creep camp that is natural. Sorry about that. Whoops, that was some noise. Sorry, yeah. Sandals. I'm wearing sandals and I lost one, so I was like, wait, where did it go? I don't. But I found it. So yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Sandals walking away. That's why they're footwear. Anyway, so we do see the Farseer now summoning some wolves, coming in here to harass. And if you want to watch, if you like this game strategy, I'm pretty sure we also saw a very similar strategy with Fly between, what was his name? Well, in the semifinals, I casted some games, and I think we saw a game that was very similar to what this is going to be. Game 1, it was a great game. I don't know if this will be nearly as good, but it was between freaking Fly and I can't remember his name now. His opponent in the semi. I literally just got done casting the third game, and I'm drawing blanks. That Farseer, however, very low on HP, as you can see, and gonna go ahead and use these wolves to come over here, do a little bit more harass, and trying to right-click onto the Archmage. The Archmage, of course, trying to get the experience. We do have a Grunt over here just doing some damage as well. There is a Slippers of Agility +3 right there on the ground. There's no way that Fly is going to be able to get that. HawK knows that because that Farseer was so low on HP. He really can't afford to run in here. That's such a big risk. If he did, he would start immediately taking a bunch of damage, and that'd probably cause him to lose his hero. And that item, not worth it. But we're going to see, it looks like the Farseer does actually have a Cloak of Shadows, which is a nice item. Does give him the ability to shadow meld at night, which is not too bad. Looks like HawK beginning his tech, getting that shop up. And we're going to see, of course, Fly almost to tier 2 already, getting the tech much faster. His shop is already finished, and he's going to go ahead and buy a healing staff as well as a speed scroll. Go ahead and get some healing onto that Farseer as well. And we're going to see, it looks like HawK coming in here trying to creep out the Ogre Warrior Troll camp. That is, of course, Fly's natural Ogre Warrior Troll camp. And we're going to see Fly coming in here as well to do, once again, a little bit of damage to that Archmage. And we're going to see, it looks like him trying to pick off this Water Elemental. Right now, it's going to just go down. It just didn't have enough time to actually do any damage to it because it was about to expire. And it looks like it's what a fight right here. It's like units are just everywhere. So the fight here is going to pretty much HawK running away some footmen at this point, trying to not lose units, trying to focus on those wolves right there to get experience. Both players just trying to get any experience they can, just nabbing experience wherever possible. Of course, level 2 is on that Archmage, halfway through level 2. In fact, about, at least not quite exactly, but about. And as you can see, the Farseer very close to level, not very close, it's like 60-ish% the way through level 1. Right-clicking on this Archmage once again, and we're going to see, it looks like the Grunts are going to be coming along with the Farseer right here, trying to pick off some footmen if he can. One of these footmen, very low HP, could just right-click on that, but he wants to actually kill this Archmage if possible. The Archmage was quite low. He's going to go ahead and use that shop to buy a Scroll of Regeneration and use that and then run away out of his base, as you can see, so he's not actually going to be able to have that canceled by these wolves that are going to come in here and try to cancel some some of those onto the footman. You can see the Arcane Tower getting 3 hits off on the Farseer. The Farseer now very low on mana, down to 14, 17-ish mana, and did some damage to that Arcane Vault, but Militia were called in and are actually trying to get a surround off on the Farseer. Will we be able to see that happen? It could. Oh, and a Farseer surround going down, the Farseer going surrounded by Fly using those Archmage. And we're actually going to see him using that Cloak of Shadows quite effectively right now, and we do have the surround actually being on hold position by those Militia. Now, Fly going to come over here to his base, and we're going to see these grunts are coming in here to try to stop this surround, as we do see these militia now running away, breaking the surround, and giving that Farseer the ability to run away at that point. Nicely done by Fly to get out of there, but really nicely done by HawK as well to actually get a militia surround on a Farseer. Really nice. We do see that HawK is getting a Mountain King out second, but we do see already a Tauren Chieftain is already out for Fly. So we're going to see him running in the Farseer up here to the shop. Will he buy a Boots of Speed? No, just selling something. You're going to see those creeps woken up by the Archmage. A nice little fireball that way. Going to be able to start creeping this out a little bit. And we're going to see now it looks like Fly trying to pull out the rest of the creeps down this way. Doing some more Bloodlust, of course. Going to make it harder for HawK to creep this out. But now both players trying to creep out the same camp at the same time. And Fly going for the bigger experience camp right here. The big Ogre Magi. Will he be able to get the item as well as the Tome in the Ward? Yes, indeed he will. As a Ring of Protection +3, and we're going to see maybe another position going on. We're going to see some Spirit Link out now. A Footman going down. Some of these Footmen are ensnared. One of these Wolves is ensnared as well. Brent getting out of there at very low HP. Another Footman going down, and of course Fly going to get the better end of this deal right here. Indeed, but we do see that Mountain King now coming in here, and the Mountain King could really cause some damage in these fights with that bolt. He could get a bolt surround off, for example, on something. Could kill some of these low HP grunts, going for that low HP grunt that is in healing salve was on it. Getting a bolt off on that, going to cancel the salve. Will he be able to take that out? And probably not. It's actually going to get away. Very nice at 35 HP. Very, very low. Of course, it's Spirit Link, so it's actually taking some damage. It'll take damage down to like 2 HP, it looks like. And one of these Footmen, another Footman going down, indeed. Going to get hit by something. I think it was the Farseer that finished it, but I'm not quite sure. Now, it looks like HawK actually bringing in a Sorceress as well as some Militia and a Priest. So casters are out for HawK, having some Militia as well. And, of course, that's going to be a bit of a problem for Fly. We're going to see one of these Water Elementals being picked off. And yeah, what a game, what a fight, what an early fight, what an early game. So we do see for the Fly, Tauren Chieftain does have a Scroll of Speed, a Healing Scroll, and a one Healing Salve left, and a Scroll of Speed and a Talent Portal on that Farseer. Let's look down here and see exactly what Fly has. He does have Adept Research coming in for the Spirit Walkers, another Spirit Walker queued up after that, as well as a Raider. Going to bring his Farseer down here to the shop, maybe to buy something. Yes, indeed, 2 Clarities and a Healing Salve. Going to go immediately pop one of those Clarities, maybe pass the other one to the Tauren Chieftain, while the Tauren Chieftain finishes off this creep camp by himself just a little bit there. Indeed, going to give all the experience to this Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain picking up a Potion of Invulnerability, 15 seconds long. Not going to hit level 3 from this, I don't think, but it's going to be quite close. You see over here for HawK actually going ahead and Militia creeping out his natural gold mine expansion thing right here. The exact opposite of what Fly is doing, which is Fly is also creeping out his natural expansion thingy. So I say the exact opposite. I guess it's kind of the same thing, but either way, just on the exact opposite side of the map is what I meant to say. And we're going to see a Scroll of the Beast being picked up by the Mountain King. Will he sell that for 200 gold? He could. Yeah, going to go ahead and sell that for 200 gold. We're going to see that the HawK now, the HawK player here at this shop, not trying to run all the way in here. He does know there's a ward right here. He does know that Fly has vision that he's doing this right here, and gonna go ahead and pick up a Healing Scroll as well as Boots of Speed on that Mountain King. And odd to know that your opponent knows you're doing this, but gonna go ahead and pull out this red camp. Might as well, I guess. But he does know that his opponent knows about this, so you know, who knows. But it looks like Fly is working on gearing up into a position to come in here and gank this, but no, actually not going to try to. I guess HawK was quite confident that he had enough ability here. Brought in some Militia too, just in case. And yeah, that's going to go really well for HawK so far, at least. And it looks like now we're going to see that Fly coming in from the back, and that could pose a bit of an issue. Interesting choice to grab that. He ruined what he did, because he could have waited for that Shockwave, and that would have been a little better, because there was none of Fly's units nearby. But he's going to go ahead and start TPing out right now. You can see a Chain Wave going off, killing so many units like that. Oh, wow, look at that. So many peons are dead. Peasant side right there. I think we saw 4 Peasant side as well as a Sorceress, and maybe even a Priest. I'm not quite sure. But that was quite a lot of HawK's units going down. Very difficult to play this strategy against Chain Wave, and as you can see, it looks like Fly's army is in a pretty good spot right now. I mean, look at it. Raiders, Spirit Walkers, Grunts has a lot of AoE damage, and if we look at that, he's 58 out of 60 food. HawK, however, is at 48 out of 54 food, and he's got a lot of units that are going to be a big issue when they're trying to fight against these units here. We do see a Warsong Battle Drums being picked up, increases the attack damage of nearby friendly units by 10% when worn, so that's really nice. It's kind of like the Kotobeast thing, you know, whatever you call it. I guess it's Command Aura, but it's, no, yeah, I don't know, it's the Koto drums, whatever. Look, the point is it's the thing Kotos have. But now it looks like we're gonna see HawK over here with his army. Again, these casters not upgraded. Well, I take that back. The priests are upgraded to adept level. The sorcerers, however, are not. Normally, you don't upgrade your sorceresses. Now we're gonna see this fight going off. We have breakers in the front line for HawK as well as this Mountain King. You can go ahead and, yes, indeed, dispel the wolves immediately with his priests, and we're gonna see this is an odd positioning, but we're gonna see that shockwave going off on these casters. We're gonna see maybe another shockwave. Yes, indeed, it's only gonna hit that priest right there, though. So nice positioning by HawK. Who's gonna win this fight? I'm not sure, but it looks like maybe that Farseer could go down. Or we're gonna see a TP. See a healing scroll. Could he back out right now? He could back out, but he's not gonna back out. He's just gonna run his Farseer to the back. Go ahead and start a healing salve on it. You're gonna see another shockwave going off, getting lots of low HP units right here for HawK. We're gonna see a chain wave, actually a chain lightning, taking out 2 sorceresses right there. And this positioning is really looking like Fly's in the advantage right here. It looks like he's got a pretty big advantage. Both these heroes are very low. He's really kind of done a lot of damage, and yeah, HawK is going to GG that game. So HawK leaves the game. That is 12 minutes in. Yeah, it's very difficult to play that strategy against the Tauren Chieftain and the Farseer. It's very difficult. So that's what that was. That's game 1. If you'd like to watch game 2, you can click right here, and I will hopefully see you guys there. This is, again, the ZOTAC finals for number 263. So I'll see you guys in game 2.